Talk Podcast. That's right. Realest. That's right. For homeboy Branded. That's right. 750 on this motherfucking beat. Let's go. L-A-S-T-C-I-R-C-L-E. This is the Real Talk Podcast. Deep on the scene, bumping loud through your speakers and your cell phone screen. L-A-S-T-C-I-R-C-L-E. This is the Real Talk Podcast. Deep on the scene, bumping loud through your speakers and your cell phone screen. You can search the web for many minutes. This is the podcast where everyone can come and get it. Come eat the spinach and get swole off it. Blow some gas off it. Sip something while you listen and watch and be your boss off it. The hottest topics and the views you're watching. Co-hosted by Branded, this shit ain't stopping. Come and get you some. I'm about to make a run. Don't wanna hear that bullshit, cause here the realest come. Live in 3D, please come see me. You can listen in your car or at home on TV. You never know who's stopping by to drop jewels. Real Talk Podcast, we're on the move. L-A-S-T-C-I-R-C-L-E. This is the Real Talk Podcast. Deep on the scene, bumping loud through your speakers and your cell phone screen. L-A-S-T-C-I-R-C-L-E. This is the Real Talk Podcast. Deep on the scene, bumping loud through your speakers and your cell phone screen.
Real?
Yo, what's happening? How y'all doing?
Good.
Gina, we appreciate
Look who
you
made it
getting
to the circle.
with us. Man, come on, man. Gotta get it, man. We got somebody that's immaculate over here, man. I had to pull up, man. I appreciate you, Gina, for showing up and showing out for me.
Oh, thank you so very much for having me. It's a pleasure. Appreciate
it. You know, Branded, man. Branded will pull him out of his hat on me. He was like, I got one. I was like, I'm there.
Okay.
You already know, man.
Gina Thompson is kind enough to bless us on Real Talk Podcast. And you know what? Yeah, listen, the voices in the 90s, yeah, so hot there with a lot of music memories. So first off, I want to say not just welcome, but thank you for all the music contributions you have made throughout so far in your career. I'm not saying your career is it's still ongoing, because you still have something new to talk about. So thank you for all the good stuff going on.
Oh, awesome. You're so very welcome. I appreciate it.
Man, let's get to it, Gina, man. What you doing right now? What's rocking in the world?
Well, where you want me to start? No, so
it don't matter to me, because I know your catalog. You know what I'm saying? I know some catalog, man. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm type of nigga. I used to ride and smoke some of that good and just even banging your interludes on your album back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an interlude nigga, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So let me just kind of start like telling you a little bit about myself as far as like how it all began. How about we start there?
I'm with that.
Okay, and then that way it'll lead us on up to what I'm doing now. So
you gotta have the cornflakes for the lunch. You know what I'm saying? So let's go.
Yeah.
Sugar on it.
So again, thank you so very much for having me, and for everyone for listening that is out there. So born and raised, in a big family, pretty much a family of 8, raised in church, and sang in the choirs. My mother and father both sang, my siblings sing, both sides of the family sing. So musically inclined is definitely my family. And so again, we were in the church singing in choirs, and then kind of like, I guess, my family started hearing some things in me. So my brother took it upon himself to just get me in a studio to see how my vocals would sound, on a record. So he had a friend hooked me up, took me in a studio, and I remember singing Tracy Spencer, Tender Kisses. And I think I did one of Chinese songs. Yeah, it's so long ago. I don't even remember the song now, but
Tender Kisses. Yeah,
there you go. That's the one.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I really know the song.
Okay.
Hey.
So after hearing my vocals on that, my brother was like, "Yo, sis, you got to sing more." So slowly but surely, I just started branching out, singing solos, doing talent shows, Again, singing solos, not only in my church choir, but also choirs at school. So it was shortly after that, a brother-in-law of mine, as well as a cousin, had introduced me to Rodney Jerkins. So they took me down to Rodney's house. I sang for Rodney Jerkins right on the spot. I'm sure most of you definitely know who Rodney Jerkins is, mega producer.
Yeah, I know Rodney real good.
Absolutely. Yeah, yes. So awesome. So I sang for him right on the spot. I did CC Winings for Always. And right off the gate, like Rodney was like, yo, I definitely want to sign you. So shortly after that, I signed to his Dark Child production and or entertainment. And his father was, my acting manager at the time. They call him the Reverend Fred Jerkins. So after I signed to Rodney, we did a quick demo, in his house. And his dad ended up shopping me around to several labels, actually. But Mercury, Polygram at the time jumped on me like yesterday. So we moved forward. We signed with Mercury back in 96. Actually, no, in 95, but the album came out in 96. So just a little bit before that, we recorded the album in Manhattan. After the album was completed, we decided on The Things You Do. A lot of people don't know that The Things You Do Bad Boy Mix is actually the remix. The original The Things You Do is what Rodney Jerkins did, and it is on the Nobody Does It Better album.
Missy was on that record, right?
Absolutely. Missy was on that record, and prior to her being on that record, my A&R and the team, they were like, let's get Puffy to be on the record. So we got Puffy. Puffy was like, yo, I'm with it. Let's get Missy on here. Missy, blessed the track, and it was just pretty much history from there. Then moving forward, things happened between myself and the label with Mercury. So mutually agreed, I came off the label and moved forward and started doing some work with Missy. Signed over at Elektra in around 99, I think it was. And so I ended up recording that album. Missy was executive producer of it. A lot of people thought that I was on Goldmine, but I was actually signed directly to Elektra, but Missy was just like overseeing it for me.
That was a dope album. That was a good album.
And it was titled,
Yeah,
thank you so very much. That album, it was titled.
I don't mean to break you up, Gina. So I'm from that era when some street niggas would ride and slide to some R&B, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to have the top down bag and me some R&B. I know
it was okay to be that dude riding in your car loud.
Yeah, man.
Music.
Yeah, that shit rocking, okay. Man. That shit was it back then, man. You can't tell me shit.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so Missy, she was so busy at that time. So she was like, G, just do your thing. So me and my manager at that time, we sat and collaborated and got, put the album together. And unfortunately, it was unreleased. It was titled If You Only Knew. However, it is on YouTube. So you still can most certainly go and listen to it. I encourage people to do that. But the first single off of that album was titled Yada Yada, again, featuring Missy Elliott. The track was written by Eric Roberson, and the production was Jazzy Jeff's camp at the time. So things again happened with this label. Like I said, Missy had became, very busy, and, she started doing her thing. And I could understand, she had a lot on her plate. So again, things just started happening. So we decided to, well, more so myself, I just asked my attorney to just kind of, what, I see what's going on. Let me just pull back. And plus, with me being a single mother, I needed to spend time with my son. So fast forward, I pulled back and got my life where it needed to be with me and my son, bonded with him and did what I need to do, recollected my mental thoughts, and just moved forward. And even went into another profession. So fast forwarding all the way to March 2021, rather, sorry. DJ Cassidy reached out to me and wanted me to do Pass the Mic. So I did do the Pass the Mic, me and Missy had reconnected at that time. And shortly after that, I got kind of hooked up with where I am today with Infinity. There's a lot that I'm leaving out, but I'm just trying to kind of, just move forward. So I signed with Infinity, awesome company. And for those of you who don't know, Infinity is like a Web3 type of, if you will, record company. Very, very different. And when I say Web3, this is more of what you're going to be hearing in the near future with the music industry. A lot of people are leaning more towards this WebM3, where it's NFTs, they call them, non-fungible tokens, where it's more of where artists can have more control, more flexibility, and still, earn a great deal of money. So it's not pretty much your standard record deal. It's a little bit different. It can be kind of intricate for people to kind of understand. So what I encourage people to do is, if you go to Infinity's website or even Google non-fungible tokens, you will have a much clearer and better understanding of exactly what it is. But please go to Infinity's site. They educate you there as well. And we also want you to follow us there. So nevertheless, signed with Infinity, and The Things You Do, we did another remix to it. So there's the Infinity remix, and it's The Leftovers, which is a phenomenal group that's up and coming. And the song is out on all platforms. The video's out on all platforms. It's The Leftovers featuring me. And I mean, it is super awesome. So we're looking to tour, and hopefully that, will come this summer. And The Leftovers will be dropping their album as well. And then my single comes out this summer, and it's titled Starving with Infinity.
Oh,
okay. You said a lot.
Shit, it's a lot of gumbo in that pot.
I'm gonna have to unpack all this because
I know, and I left a lot out.
Because Gina, you sound like you've been keeping yourself active and busy, and real life is taking you on a couple of different journeys, trying to make sure that you do what you need to do, being a solid mom that you are. So you got to be commended on that. So as we dive deep into what you got going on now, let me go backwards, because the things you do, clearly, I mean, that video, it had that Puff and Big cameo. And I mean, it was on fire back in the 90s. I remember it well. Real, you know as well. It was,
man. I'm a death row rapper, but I was fucking with the Bad Boy Camp, man. They had some heaters over there, man. So good music is good music.
Yes,
and that was some good music, man. You know what I mean? I saluted that. You know what I mean? That was a phenomenal record.
Yeah.
So Gina, you mentioned, all the people that you pretty much got connected with back in the day. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are probably thinking, wow, that seemed like that was kind of easy for Gina to slide into there and start working with all these different people, but it really wasn't, right? Like you had to climb up there just so you could be able to get some kind of shine so they could even work with you, right?
Absolutely. And let me tell you, it's one of those sayings, anything worthwhile doesn't come easy, so I definitely, did a lot of work, but at the same token, I'm thankful that those opportunities, they weren't crazy hard to, stumble across, because it's also one of them things, when you're hot. So people who want to, work with you. So it was a blessing to, the hard work did pay off, and working with everybody. And like I said, especially on that second album that was unreleased, we had Beanie Siegel, like I said, Jazzy Jeff's camp, Montel Jordan. He was even doing his thing at that time, and Shep Crawford. He wrote a few songs on my album. He did the How Did You Get Here, the Deborah Cox song.
Yeah.
Where Nobody's Supposed to Be Here. I'm not sure which title it is, but I'm sure y'all know what song I'm referring to. So I worked with him, and like I said, Eric Roberson. I also worked with John B. He did 3 songs on the album. Tracy Nelson.
I listened. It was some star-studded shit. I was really wow, man. Some of that stuff I think should have charted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was some real good music. It was some real good music with some talented people.
Real and Gina, at the time, social media wasn't what it was. So it really was the responsibility of the label and the people marketing it to get it to
most definitely
that status, especially because Gina, your voice is your voice. Like, you didn't sound like another one that was winning back in the day. Cool thing about the 90s was everybody was winning. Like, you had groups, you had female, males, you had everybody was pretty much just self-sufficient, which made the 90s really thrive, right?
Yeah.
So it was really a marketing thing where I think, which I don't want to say let you down, but it could have been, it could have squeezed a whole lot more out of this whole situation, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, real
You know what I mean?
Totally. And I humbly agree with you. let me
Yeah,
just
for real.
piggyback off of that. Like, you really hit it on the nose. The big thing with anything is marketing and promotion.
Yeah.
Like, you and I both know, if you constantly hearing it on the radio, or if you're constantly seeing it, it can almost be not even like, you might not even really be feeling it initially, but then it's
But
like,
you're
well, you
gonna
know what,
like
you find yourself later on like, oh my gosh, because they're always playing it. And to me, I'm just being honest, of course, being honest, I felt like, that was, one of the downfalls, not having that promotion for whatever reason, but it just wasn't there. So, now with this new label that I'm with, praying again, this is a Web3. Again, this is a little bit different than your standard, record company. Just hoping that, things, I'm believing that things will definitely be better this go around. It's an awesome family there at Infinity. And again, it's the new thing. It's the new thing. Even record companies today, it's almost like they want an artist already packaged before they even sign them.
Hey,
they don't
Whereas
want to do no work.
before
Yeah,
they
they don't
would
want to
take
do
the
no
artist
work.
and try to groom them,
Tell it.
and believe in them. But now you better come to them with 12 songs, and they better be 12 hits.
Yeah.
Nah,
And then
it's
they'll
like
sign
the
you
artist
and they
development
get that
area is over.
distribution.
It's no more artist development. It's show up, have 1 million followers, some
Have
real
it.
followers, not no
Have it.
robots. Have
Yep.
12 videos shot for your 12 records. They want all of
Yes.
your producers,
Yes.
everything signed off, artwork done. A record label's not going to do any work, and they don't even want to put no money up. They want you to spend your money.
They
They
may
want you.
give you a distribution deal. They might. And I have a friend that's in a very similar situation. Like, he was sharing with me, he was like, and I know he's been out there a couple times. He Universal signed him, but this man had, his album was already done. He already, him and his manager had already shot a couple videos, and so like he just did pretty much a photo shoot. So it was like, and he was saying, I mean, he's had been trying to shop around, but his album, he didn't have a complete album. Well, from
It's
what
so
I'm
much
seeing,
shit that I can tell some niggas. If I woke up today, it was not be an artist.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because I've been in it so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm 30 in. But if a new nigga coming, nigga, don't, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, nigga.
But
Like,
see-
we gonna own this shit and do it a different way now. But the game is very, very dirty, man. You know what I
It's
mean?
dirty and it's different. Gina, you know this, and you mentioned earlier about just not just the marketing part, it's just done different. And I'm glad that you have that vibe with your new entity now. Because I think that's important, because now, like Real said, and I think we know the way it's out there, it's consumed. People expect 12 hits, like Real said, or 1 million followers, but then we know the behind the scenes where it's just like those 1 million followers, you could pay for followers now. You know what I mean? It's not organic. It's not organic like it once was, because you literally had to start from the bottom and grow your fan base. And now it's artificial and there's no heart. And just like the music, in some cases, I'm gonna ask you this, it doesn't have a lot of soul, in my opinion. We still in a sense where I feel like we're still trying to find ourselves, and we're reaching back for the 90s in some cases. You know what I mean? We're reaching back for the 80s. We're reaching back for the 70s. Why? Because it had soul at the end of the day, and it had a little bit of flavor where we could hear music from you and from Real and for others that made us feel like 30 years from now it was worth it. You know what I mean? How you feel about it now?
It's this new youngster, homie. Sound like Marvin Gaye, homie. October the King. Say, man. I think Snoop over there fucking with the boy.
Okay.
Say, man.
Okay.
That's that type shit, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The youngin is really blowing. Like, you would think you listening to some Marvin.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I need that. I miss the era of the groups. Like, you know what I mean? We got to bring that group shit back. Everybody just a one-man army now. Like, and you need the group. It's no more Jodeci's. It's no more New Editions. Like, where that shit at?
And that's what I like about the Leftovers. The Leftovers, the group I was telling you. Let me tell you a little bit about them. When I say they're getting ready to, this is what we want to hear. They are everything in one. They're a band. They're writers, singers, rappers, engineers, and I mean the group is dope. It's one female and the rest are males, but they are, oh my gosh, and they do everything with the band live. It's that's what we want. You know what I'm saying? So I totally agree. Like, it, you know, the soul of it had, you know, was lost for a minute, and I kind of see that, you know, that we're trying to get back into the groove of certain things, which is why I believe, even with myself, where people are trying to be receptive, because they're now, of course, it's that fan base that I had. I don't expect the 12 and 15-year-olds to be, be understanding, but for them, because they like what they like. But the soul of the music, I feel, is slowly but surely trying to, bring itself back and just come back out of that hole. And, prayerfully, with fans and, people just understanding and wanting to hear that, we'll be receptive when, we do come back, or when I do come back out on the stage and, show love. I'm trying to get to the West Coast, though. I don't know what's up.
Come on out here. Don't be scared of it. Yeah, the sun a little hotter, but it's a little dangerous out here, but ain't nothing but love.
Yeah, man,
ain't nothing but love.
I'd love to get some shows out there. I've been on the West Coast before, but I believe that in time, like I said, the single just came out, and we're getting some pretty good feedback, and I encourage you guys, to continue supporting if you can. I truly appreciate everything. The record is on, like I said, every platform you can think of. Go to my IG, follow me, visit my link tree, you'll see everything. But it's The Real Gina Thompson is my IG. And I want to kind of also go back to what you were saying before, as far as when we were talking about the music industry and marketing, when we were talking about that. The reason that, and I've spoken to a lot of, artists and people feel like they have to promote themselves. So what are they doing? They're looking at, okay, if I can do this to get this, then I'm going to do this. So I've been told that people, like you said, they're paying for followers, they're paying for this, they're paying for that, because or it's a marketing team. And it's because they're trying to promote themselves, because they don't really have, like I said, that label where they had that big marketing department where you have an artist and relation person that is working closely with you, or your publicist that's working closely with you. So you gotta do, you're your own label. You gotta do it all yourself.
It's that, and then you gotta, and then you have an artist that'll do the goofy shit to try to go viral, and like tattoo or upside down cross on the tongue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Run out of ink. They run out of paper. Yeah, run out of notebook paper and start drawing all over their face. No disrespect. I got homies with tats on their face, but sometimes it's like it's an extreme measurement to this.
Oh, I know.
So you're trying to get viral so bad that you got to do so many other things. And I fuck with tats on the face. You know what I mean? It's not my thing.
I know what you're saying. I got you.
But some of this stuff you got to watch what's going on, and some of the demonic stuff that's in the middle of it to try to get on. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you just put a dress on, you just painted your nails, you just did this. What else you go do, bro? You did all of this. You kissing a man on TV. What else you gonna do to get it done?
Listen,
I'm gonna walk the streets with a diaper on.
Hey, there you go. There you go. I've seen that part too. You've seen that too.
Who does that? But it's shock value, though. A lot of people are doing what they need to do with it. But again, I feel like people like yourselves, there's others, like the fact that, there was what Taylor Swift did it, Ashanti did it. They remade their music so they can be able to control their masters as far as how they market themselves musically. Because if you put a song out right now, you want it to be, ran through you instead of, in some cases you want to have control over it somewhat. And it's different. The way things are is different. The way you market is different. The way that you respond. It's just like here, like we're connected, like Real Talk Podcast, Next Legacy. We gonna have your stuff on rotation. That's no problem. We'll get you out here on the West Coast. That's where me and Real is at right now. So that's not a problem.
Let's do it.
It's just networking. Gina, when I heard that you had a single out, that's why I was like, come on, let me get my girl in here so we could show that love, because it's just that. And as big as we want to be, we still want to make sure that we pass that mic on to you so you can be able to have an opportunity to tap into our base of fans. And that's what we do. But I mean, with this entity that you have going on right now, the push that you making for yourself, how do you feel about radio though? Like, you know, what you hear nowadays versus what it was back in the 90s, because clearly it's different.
Well, and it's funny that you said that, because what I had did for a while was I just actually wasn't even listening. So I kind of like, because it had changed so much. And then, like I said, I went through a transition in my life where I just switched professions, and I had some personal things going on. So I was dealing with a lot, you know, mentally just trying to get this thing back into the right process. So I kind of like had really shut everything out. So when people would ask me about different songs and this and that, I, you know, my kids, you know, I have 3 now, and my kids would just, you know, they would say songs. I'm like, no, I don't even know what this is. What are they saying? If I do listen to it, you know. So the songs that I do hear, there's say this good, make sure I say this okay. There's some good stuff out there, but then there's some things I'm just like, really? Okay.
Yeah,
but
like
you never
like
know.
said, goofy.
I just want to be careful saying that, because you never know what an individual likes. You know, I know what I would want to hear, and maybe, you know, some other people, but really the way that it is what is hot, or what people is wanting to hear, is it sounds like that's what's being played. You know, if people are calling and maybe requesting these songs, or again, if these radio stations are, you know, being blessed to play these songs, then they're going to play them. So I'm trying to answer the question.
I see where you're going. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, without ruffling feathers.
I got you. I got you.
I'm trying not to
you can ruffle feathers over here. We don't give a fuck.
Real and I are gonna ruffle them up then, if that's the case. That's what we do anyways. Like, I mean,
it's one thing, like me and bro got in common, and you got in common. I'm a church baby too. I'm a preacher's kid. I sang in the choir. My mama played the piano in the choir. My grandmother's them sing in the choir. I had to sing in the choir, usher boy. I'm that guy. But the streets I'm in the hood. I grew up in the hood.
Yeah, no,
every nigga, the best dope dealers I knew were in church on Sundays with me, and they was my own boys. You know what I'm saying? So we all in the South. So I'm a South nigga. So in the South, we had church 3-4 days a week. Vacation Bible school. Come on, study. Man. Yeah, revivals and all. Man, stop it. Yeah. Man, if you don't knock it off, I'm gonna go to church, and after I get out of church, I'm thugging. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta pay my tithes, I gotta do this, but then I'm thugging. Yeah, so I mean, we playing some James Cleveland in the morning. We get this done. We got, oh man, if you don't knock it off. So you can ruffle some feathers over here, because
that's what we do. That's what we do. If you won't do it, we'll do it for you. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep you clean, Gina. That's what it is.
We'll keep
you clean.
Some things come back to haunt you. All I can say is to sum it up. Like I am hearing that we are, you know, trying to get that music back. You know, I'm starting to hear, like, Jasmine Sullivan is truly just, she's
a real one.
Oh yeah, she's killing it. I love
absolutely amazing. I want to hear more, you know, the Jasmine Sullivans, you know, but so yeah, there's some good ones, and then there's some ones I'm just like, I hope my record.
Come on, Gina. Come on. Come on, Gina. You already know.
So. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
Hey, but you know what? At the end of it all, like, one thing that's true to life that can never be taken away from you is your resume. Your resume speaks for itself, mainly because everybody else is trying to pretend they have one, and they searching for fame, but they not searching for that resume that will continue on 30 years. Like, I'm talking to 2 people that got songs that people heard 30 years ago ish. That still rise to this day.
Yeah,
just saying. A lot of people can't say that these days. They just make them, you know. You already know, Gina. You ain't got to co-sign with me, but you know.
Yeah.
You know, microwave real quick. Let me go ahead and put this in the microwave real quick. 2 minutes later, fine. It's good. We're gonna go ahead and get it out there. A lot of people don't know the hard work that you put in to make these records in the studio. Real, you already know too. In the studio, putting out the time that you took to be able to make these records.
Come on now.
need to be thrown out there. Just saying.
Yeah, the traveling, and people do need to hear what you're saying, because you know a lot of people, they just see the finished product. But again, like you said, just to reiterate, you know, it is a lot of hard work traveling. And you know, I was in the different countries, and you know, different time zones, just a number of things. And then the business side in general, you know, like
and then it's hard being a female in the industry too, man.
oh
It's
my
just
goodness.
it's
Yes.
I've been around a lot of women in this industry. It's very, very hard if you don't have the support system, the team. Even if you got a significant other, they got to have some trust.
Yep.
Man, you know, it's a lot that goes on being a woman, because it's a male dominant industry, man. And so, you know, doing your promo runs, you probably got to do it by yourself. So it's best to have you 4-5 of your homegirls with you. You know, the business is a motherfucker, and it will wear you out if you weak.
Yeah. Different.
It will wear you out. It will wear you out. I've
and
seen
again,
it break some people.
Yeah, and going back to again with the infinity, with the whole Web3, again, the way that this whole thing is set up. Oh, did we lose him?
Yeah, he'll tap back in. It seems like every 30 minutes it'll pop out, but he'll be back. He'll be back.
So it seems like, you know, oh, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
No, with infinity.
Oh, thank you. So again, with this whole Web3, you know, the way that it's structured, and again, I encourage people to, you know, educate themselves on it, because you can spend a whole 30 minutes trying to get someone to, you know, understand the way that it works, and why people should, you know, go out here and invest, or and get it's like a cryptocurrency.
That's right.
You know, so but for the most part, why I really do like it is because of the control and things along those lines that you can have, you know, with this Web3. It's not as, let me be careful, I don't want to say it's not as demanding, but the artist just has so much more control. And again, they're able to, you know, it's more of a personable touch with your fans, if that makes any sense. It's just really, really a different thing. It's like an investment. Once somebody go ahead and purchase your product, the thing about it is they're pretty much now saying that anything that you're going to be doing, they kind of get first dibs on things.
Right.
And it's just, again, it's you'll really know what's going on with me really before anybody else does.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like that connection. The flip side to that, someone may say, well, you got to really, really have a big fan base before you can really. My thing is, those that love me and fans or whatever, if they want to be a part of it, fine. If not, that's fine too. You know, just know what you get if you are part of it versus what you wouldn't get. You know,
you know, you with you, we getting that legacy though. Gina Thompson is not just a name that just came out yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, it's deeper than that. Like, the people who are true supporters and people that was with you when you first came out, to following you now and finding out, you know what, you got something new. You got something else to be able to give. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna wind up still sticking by you and supporting you and stuff like that. Like I said earlier, I didn't think twice when I got the word. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah, get this woman on here. And the connection is gonna be this deep, right? Because it's just the fact that you have Real Talk Podcast, you had this next legacy brand with radio that runs 24/7. It's a connection that, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be true to life, right? So it is meant to in different ways, and it's just, you know, that's how we network. People help people.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
You know how it used to be. The baton was passed back in the 80s to the 90s. That's why you had so much blended music, right?
Yeah,
we had it for the most part in some in the 2000s, but people lost their way. People felt like, you know what, I could do this myself, so I don't need this next people or this next generation to be able to pass that. But it's different now because people are starting to realize that this 15 minutes of fame is going to run out. And then who you got?
Yes. Yeah. You're right. You're well said. Definitely well said. Absolutely. I definitely am looking forward to, like I said, you know, coming out there. That's one place, believe it or not, that I really didn't tour much, or I was on the, oh my gosh.
I find that surprising.
Soul Train Music Awards. Yeah. I mean, I was over there, but not like, I mean, like I wanted to be, you know, like I did do the Soul Train I went to the Soul Train Music Awards the first year that I did sign with Mercury. And then it was a couple times where I was on the West Coast. Of course, when I was recording with Shep Crawford and Montel Jordan, when I was recording with John B. And I'm trying to think. Oh, and then I was on the NBA at 50th soundtrack with John and Babyface, the song that they wrote, You Bring the Sunshine. So I was over in LA for that. But like for doing my own shows, no. And my gosh, for the life of me, I really wanted to. I mean, I'm sorry, wait a minute. I did do promo. It was San Francisco, though. San Francisco.
All right. That's
wait,
the Bay. That's the Bay. Real in LA. We got you, Gina. We got you.
Okay.
Listen, the Realest and a Gina Thompson collaboration should definitely happen. I'm putting that live out here.
Look, check this out. We gonna collab, but I need you on my Christmas album I'm doing this year.
Well, we need to get started yesterday then.
Ooh.
I'm already working. Look, I'm already working on it.
There you go.
Look, it's a ghetto Christmas album too. So I'll just bring your ghetto-ness out. Whatever you want to do, who cares? Do it. And if you need a verse on it, we will apply the verse. But I have so many different people record. We're working on it right now. It's going to be done by July. The artwork is dropping on Black Friday this year. But I love to have you on that motherfucker.
Listen, I thank you. First off, thank you so very much. It would be a pleasure. It's an honor. So
it's gonna be everybody. I got Stevie J doing production on it.
You do mean that you fly me out there though, right?
Yay! Let's do it.
Yeah, bring it. Yeah, come on out there. Come on out here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, come on out here. It's easy to do.
My people will tell you, I'll be trying to get. I'm like, can I just go over there? My husband did take me to Vegas for our anniversary. Was it last year? And that was Vegas, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to come back. I was like,
you gotta come to California, man. You know what I'm saying? Vegas is cool.
Hey.
It's a difference.
Yeah. And my daughter, she's like, oh my God, mommy, my daughter and my middle son, mommy, please, can we? I'm like, one day, that's like a dream for them. I'm like,
you gotta come smell this Pacific. The Pacific hit different.
It's just different.
Yeah, the waves crash a little different, man.
Hey, really, it sounds like she's trying to stay out here on the West Coast once all this goes down. So I'm just saying that might go down.
If my husband said the word who, I would sell my house so quick.
Put him on the phone, man. Let me talk to him. Like, come on.
Exactly.
Well, you know, it's almost 10 o'clock here, though.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, but honestly speaking, you know, please let my people know. Y'all, like, you know, you DM me on IG, you know.
I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Gina, we family now. So, you know, your people can talk to our people, but we going to talk to you too. So, you know, that's how we roll.
That's how I roll. That's fine. That's fine.
You come out here, you go get you some hot cornbread. Hot water cornbread too.
Hey.
Yeah. Put it in your collard greens. You know, you go eat good. You go get swole when you get out this motherfucker.
Okay. Yeah, hey, I'm excited. Don't be getting my hopes up now.
Nah, this is real. This is real talk. This is real talk. Not just real talk podcast. This is real talk.
Where you're at a station, right?
We out here. We got offices in the Bay Area, in LA. We're good. So
when I come, I can come to a station wherever you guys are.
Oh yeah, no, we got office space. We got office space out here, so we straight. But not just that though. Like we gonna talk all the particulars offline. So we good. We good, Gina. We good.
Certainly, I'm looking forward.
We're gonna set some things in motion for you, so we could touch down. Not just the collaborations, but also just trying to put some shows together and stuff like
Absolutely.
that.
That's what I'm talking about. Just please.
Yeah,
I am so looking for my manager. I've been telling, listen, let's do me on the West Coast.
You gotta make the West Coast run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if it's just, you know, a few little tour stops. You know what I mean? Like that's
the spot dates you gotta hit. You gotta go hit Oakland, Frisco, SAG, LA, Dago. Stop. You gotta do that. You gotta hit Arizona. You gotta do that, and then you gotta hit the circuit.
I've never been there.
See, listen. Hey, Gina's a household name, real, and she hasn't even been to Arizona yet. So we gonna push this woman out to the west a little bit more. You know what I mean? That's what we gonna do.
Yes.
Man, we gonna get that yellow. We gonna get that yellow Chevette tonight. We gonna get that yellow Chevette they was driving in house party. Okay. And we gonna make our rounds. You ain't gonna hurt nobody. We gonna make our rounds.
Yes.
Yeah, we gonna make our rounds.
Hey Gina, if you, I'm gonna go back time capsule, right? So if we're gonna go back to the 90s because you know your name began there. So if you can take something from fashion, anything, clothes, shoes, whatever, from fashion, bring it back right here to 2023, what would it be?
Well, it's already out. I like the bell bottoms. But it's already out.
They back.
Bell bottoms, you'll take?
Yeah, I like the whole flare at the bottom. Yeah, did I say that right? Yeah, the whole flared bottom of the pants. I love that. I absolutely love that. That was matter of fact. I'm sorry. Let me hold on. That actually was before.
That was before the 90s.
Before the 90s. Yeah. So
that's the 70s.
I might be telling my age now. So wait a minute.
Listen,
in the 70s.
That's the 70s. Real still got the butterfly collars and that. He still got that. He still got that action going on right now.
So, let me think, because you're saying 80s. Yeah, because I went back.
Yeah, you went back to the 70s, Gina.
To my birth years and stuff. Yeah.
Talking about 90s with the Timberlands and the everybody was dressing a little, you know,
cross colors and
The Aaliyah look. I like the Aaliyah look.
Okay.
Yeah. You know,
I
can't do that, but you know the real low Jones with the
all right.
Okay.
The little shoestring tie ups on the hips and with no drawers on. Aaliyah was out of there, man.
Yeah, that was Aaliyah's lane right there, not Gina's.
Yeah, and it wasn't even over the top provocative. It was just
Aaliyah had some class with that shit too, though.
Yeah, God bless her, man. So I would say that.
All right. What about hairstyles? Anything from backwards that you want to see bring up front? Was that
the
bob, salt and pepper?
The salt pepper. Oh yeah, that was the best shit. The chicks when salt and pepper brought that shit in the game, it was over with.
The bobs, yeah,
that shit was out of control.
That was a win.
One eye covered.
Yeah, that shit was out of control. It was a lot. It was a lot of pirate. It was a lot of chicks that was pirates. They didn't know they was pirates. They looking out of one eye. I'm like, how y'all motherfuckers walking around with one eye?
Oh, and that right there.
You got one eye open and fighting. You fighting with one eye open, and they ain't have no weave. That shit was it was a pirate. Every chick was a pirate in the 80s and the 90s, and they didn't even know it. It was fucking pirates. I mean, they only had one eye. They had a hair patch.
Hey, Gina, we're gonna put you on the spot right now. So it's one question that you know you could plead the fifth or not, or you could just be 100 when it comes to the days. Anything that you see right now, be it if it's fashion, be it if it's hairstyle, whatever it is, anything that you see right now today that you want to throw in the trash, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Whew.
Hairstyle?
It could be anything.
For any era.
That you see that you need to just throw away in the trash, be like, nah, it ain't gonna work.
Or something that you see and you be like, that's some ghetto ass shit.
Yeah, well, you got me. Yeah, that's one of them.
Because to me, if you see a chick with a tattoo on her titty this year, it's woo Lord. It's a stick up.
Wait a minute, what'd he say? What, I missed it.
A chick with a tattoo on her titty. It's a stick up. Get out of here.
That's not bad.
You got a bitch with a big ass 12 gauge on her titty with the smoke coming out that motherfucker at the tip.
That's cute.
No. You got a pistol on her titty. You better roughing that shit.
I don't know.
She's setting you up.
Think about
that's your last suck. You out of here after that. You better not touch that thing.
What? Okay, I'll say this. Okay, now that I'm thinking, but goodness.
Just say it. Stop thinking. Just say it.
I don't know if I'm understanding the gothic look.
Yeah, listen. Even in the 80s, I didn't understand that shit.
Yeah,
I didn't understand that.
Earrings with the really big holes. I'm like,
yeah. I'm not finna stretch my ear out.
Like they flap like this. They flap. They flap Like,
I'm not doing it. Because once you take the ring out that motherfucker, it's like a dinner plate still hanging up out your shit, B.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
You know, I don't know if they're just hungry. I don't know.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. But if I had to, but that's been around for a while too. But I'm just like, man, I just be wondering, like, what is on there? What's going on?
Hey,
what's going on?
Yeah. Talk to me. What's going on? Like, what are your thoughts? I don't know.
What is going on?
You know? I used to think, though, I will say this, I used to think, you know, and with all due respect, like I said, I know everybody has their cultural beliefs and this and that, and, you know, whatever. Now that's the nurse in me talking. But anyway, I know that, you know, some people, oh gosh, how do I say this? Yeah,
that's all
I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just say it.
Gina,
I'll say this. I really have thought those people were like atheists, but you know, they say you don't judge a book by its cover. I know I'm definitely pro God, you know. So, but nevertheless, I just always wondered, like, what are they thinking? Like, what is that life? What is it? I don't know. They may say the same thing about us. Me.
That's true. But I think we come from a common place where we are put on this earth to do something that's gonna impact somebody else.
Most
you know what I mean? Like I just feel that, like, I mean, we all grew up in the church, but it's deeper than that though. Like we can lead a church, like Real said, and go out on the street and do what we do and say what we say, but we are put here to do something.
Yeah.
That's going to either transcend, again, leaving a legacy or whatever it is that people want to do, how they want to remember you, everything else that comes with it. So that's what you do. That's what Real do. That's what I feel like I do. Like we gotta put it forward. We got to put it forward. Some people don't believe in that though. Some people believe in, or they don't believe in everything that we just talking about, right? So it run deeper than that though. So a lot of people ain't really on that page because they refuse to for whatever reason. And that's them. They do what they do. Yeah. But there's enough of us to get around that we can continue to keep leaving these legacies and leaving this inspirational stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's no matter what path you go. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we all just doing it different.
Absolutely. That's why I was like just being really careful about what I was saying too, because you know I know we shouldn't be judging a book by its cover, but you asked the question about like I'm just like that just looks so painful, and I'm just like, oh my
God. Girl, we got your back. Cause listen, I'm looking on Instagram, Gina, and I'm seeing a bunch of shit that I still listen. It used to be I can't even go there. It used to be nice to look at ladies, right? It used to be nice to see. It used to be.
How about TikTok though?
It's still, I mean, there's still a lot of nice ladies out there, but it's just a little too much, right? It's too much. Too much is too much. But
no, I agree.
I don't know what's real or what's fake. And you know what I mean? Like I don't know what's real.
I don't feel no way. I come too far. That's all shit me. Nobody told me. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all crazy, man. Both of y'all some fools. I don't believe it coming with
don't know.
Oh, real. Hey man, so look, man, I'm just keeping it in the buck, man. Look, what's up, man? Hey man, sometimes it's some pressure outside, man.
Listen,
you know?
Listen.
It's some pressure, Gina. We're gonna get you on this West Coast.
Yes.
Okay, please do.
Your husband as well. When he wakes up in the morning, just let him know. We're gonna figure it out. Okay. Like I said, I'd love to have you on this Christmas album.
Okay, thank you so much.
And people gonna run this back, and they're gonna be like, man, they just having fun. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's it.
It's just not gonna be all serious.
Yep.
And crazy.
I love doing interviews, but some of them, you know, sometimes it is more. I feel like I'm being interviewed like for a job.
You interrogated. You interrogated.
Oh, we kind of let you lead your own thing. You know what I'm saying? I know who you are. We know who you are. So it's easier instead it's like as an interview. It's just like we fucking with the homegirl today.
Yeah.
Let her get on here and just talk. Let her talk her shit. Wherever when she feel like stop talking, we go talk to her. But you don't just talk your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been doing some interviews for a lot of years, but I love good vibes like this where you just have fun. Just
Mm-hmm.
Gina, we're gonna let your hair down some more. The second interview you're gonna do, Gina go.
We gotta bring you back. When we bring you back, I'm gonna DoorDash you some wine to your door. So
yeah, you know when I get over to the West Coast, keep that in mind.
We go DoorDash you a little bottle of wine.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you a Casamigo, whatever the fuck you want to fuck.
A good hour before the show, and we gonna it's good. And listen, this gonna be the Gina Thompson takeover on Real Talk Podcast. That's
gonna be on that motherfucker. Hey, what was the homegirl doing from 357? She started taking her braids out.
Yeah. Gina gonna be like, hey, whoo. We gonna take this off. Like, let me get it. Let me go ahead and get it. There you go. That's what it is.
That's what you do over here. You come here, you get relaxed enough to take your braids down.
Yeah, right. My locks, these things.
Yeah, unlock the door. Shit. Unlock the door. Yeah, open the projects up, man. Yeah, man. Open the door. Who's that peeping in my window?
So when will this be available though?
Oh yeah, midnight tonight, and then we're gonna blow this thing wide open with a gang of promotions. So you're gonna see this, you're gonna see us tag you some more all through the night tonight. So
hell yeah, it's gonna be a yellow brick road around this motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Man, we Gina Thompson fans. So like I said, the moment we had you, we were able to get you on. It's a privilege, and it's just like I told you to start the show. We're gonna run your music. It will stay on rotation. You know, we're connected with a 24/7 station, and you ain't got to pay to get your music played.
Oh, thank you so much. You're funny. You're funny. Yes. Well, and I think I might have
and you know what I mean.
Another single coming out, Starving. So I think you guys will really like that too. Yeah.
Get it over so we can run it. We break records over here, Gina. Okay. We ain't playing.
And fuck around and email the instrumental, and we get you a remix. Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Did you get connected with Jen?
Nah. Yeah.
Is that who set the interview up?
Todd. TD.
Yeah, Todd. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I've been knowing him for years.
Okay. Okay.
I will vouch for that guy. He's a good dude. Good dude.
Good to hear. Yep.
Okay, so look, Gina, before we get out of here, I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. Okay. They all food related.
What 3 questions and what?
And they're food related.
Okay. Oh Lord.
Okay, so do you want some white macaroni or some yellow macaroni?
I just like macaroni. Give me both.
What?
Yep.
Even Branded looked like he wanted both too, huh?
Nah.
Don't I look like I could eat both?
Nah, Gina. I see you. Listen, yellow macaroni. Something about the white, just I don't know.
The yellow for the real ones. Gotta have the
yellow macaroni, baby. Macaroni.
It caramelizes a little better. You know, I can manipulate that one a little bit.
Homemade at that. And Gina, before he asks the other 2 questions, we dealing with a cook right here too. Like he's a cook on the low.
I'm wearing now. I'm one of the guys. I'm one of the guys. So I'm asking. Hey, look. So check it out.
Okay.
When your husband take you out, is it seafood or is it chicken? Surf or turf? How you doing? How you moving?
Yeah, it's more. Well, he's allergic. He has a severe allergy to seafood. So, but I love seafood, but
I eat the roach out the water too. I'm the guy. You know, I'm gonna jump in there and get the dog out the water. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck it up. Yeah, all that stale fish, I'm fucking it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm really one of them guys. I love that. Also, now on your sweets. Pies or cakes? What you doing?
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know me like that. Like, you gotta understand. Like I said, look at me. Like I hate to say it, but I'm a.
You a juggernaut. You running through the wall for both of them. She looked at me like, yeah.
Look at her. Look at her.
So can we mix a pie and a cake together? Hey, what we call a pie and a cake? A cake? You gonna make a cake? A pie and a cake.
Strawberry cake. Strawberry cake.
She said strawberry cake.
Strawberry. Real? Gotta be strawberry.
No, it ain't. Look, that's my favorite cake in the world. Strawberry cake.
Love.
My grandmother cooked it every year for me. Rest in peace before she passed. Every year for my birthday, strawberry cake. Strawberry. I'm talking about homemade, and I still make them homemade. Ain't no out the box shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Gina. So your West Coast trip is going to consist of the Realest baking you a strawberry cake. That's going to come with
that's
it.
Easy. It's really it's going to be my cake, but she can have a piece.
While I'm in the booth recording.
Yeah, you can get it. You get a piece of cake.
Okay.
You get a piece of cake.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Pork ribs or beef ribs? I'm asking an extra question.
Beef.
So all right. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yep.
I'm still gonna fire that poke up. The only thing, like my homeboy told me, the only thing about that poke, I'm just scared it ain't big as an elephant.
Yeah.
My homeboy Nut told me that. He said, man, I love that pig so much. I'm just scared he ain't big as the elephant. I said, damn, that's a big ass piece of bacon.
All right. Okay.
Well, let's get to it. Let's get it done. Let's get you out here. Let's get everything together.
Okay.
We go make a strawberry cake, strawberry shortcake, a strawberry cheesecake. We gonna have strawberry jello. We gonna do whatever you want.
Hey, strawberry Kool-Aid. So we good there too, though.
That's it. And strawberry soda.
Yeah, we're gonna do all that. It's gonna be a berry affair.
That's what we do.
Yeah, it's gonna make some music.
You're gonna think you're real hell stupid.
It's got a berry affair.
It's gonna be a berry affair.
It's stupid, for real.
No, hey, bro, she laughing. She think I'm bullshitting.
He ain't playing. He ain't playing.
That shit it's gonna get laid out like that. We fucks with it like that.
He ain't playing, Gina. I promise you. He is not playing.
My stomach's growling. I'm good.
I just heard it. I thought I hit mute. I thought it was coming from my side of the planet. It's earthquaking over. I didn't know they had earthquakes over there.
Yes.
For real.
No, I'm super excited. Yeah, let's make this happen.
Hey Gina, and it's not just real. It's real talk, but it's not just talk. We're gonna put a lot of things in motion because
absolutely,
we support. I mean, not just the pending collaboration, but just getting you down here talking. We're gonna talk some business offline, do what we do. Okay. But not only do we appreciate you coming into the circle on Real Talk Podcast, but
appreciate you.
We want you to come back. We will get you a bottle of wine before the next one, so we can just let the hair down. I don't have no hair. Real don't either.
Hey, look. I'm gonna get you a bottle of cold duck. Hey, you know what cold duck is?
No.
What?
She said no.
Hey, real. We're gonna have to do it, man. On the next one with Gina, we're gonna have to do it.
She said no.
We're gonna have to have a part 2 of this one.
That's just shit goddamn Fred Sanford.
Hey.
He was drinking on goddamn me
son, as deeper than Ripple.
Oh, duh.
Deeper than Ripple. Nothing like some Pipple.
Man, I have a cup of that shit. You ain't gonna wake up till Christmas.
Nah, yeah. Happy holidays, Gina.
Yeah, you ain't gonna wake up till Christmas off a half a glass of that shit.
Duck. Wow.
We gonna get it started with Gina. Thank you for coming into the circle. Thank you for hanging out on Real Talk Podcast, and we gonna make sure we take care of you and do your legacy justice, baby. We gonna hold you down.
And I'm giving the love back. I sincerely thank y'all so very much. This has been awesome. I really appreciate y'all taking the time to speak with me, and I'm looking forward to talking more with you guys and coming out there chilling with y'all.
And we're gonna have. It's gonna be a warm month too. It won't be no weenies in the potato salad. It ain't gonna be none of that kind of shit going on.
Oh, hey, he barbecues too, by the way. So I'm speaking on that. So Gina, when you come down, there's gonna be a list of demands throughout the course of days that you gonna say.
She's gonna have a writer. This in your writer
to you tomorrow.
Yeah, DM the writer. Yeah, here she said, DM the writer.
Yeah, let's try to get me out there this summer.
Hey, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Now we're gonna make it happen.
All righty. Well, thank y'all so much. Y'all stay safe.
Hey, thank you for continuing your legacy, Gina. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We need real ones out there. It's a bunch of fake ones out there. We need real ones.
Y'all got my back.
Always.
That's it. All right. And tell Todd I said thanks.
You got it.
Okay. Bye-bye.